Okay, we're back with you here on Tip-Off to go over the girls basketball playoff pairings. You know, we had a lot of teams make the basketball playoffs. 11 of the WPIAL's 14 possible teams made the playoffs. Only Newcastle girls, Shenango girls, and Mohawk girls got shut out of the playoffs. So all of the WPIAL boys teams advanced. The girls teams, only 3 out of the 7 were left at home. So we've got a lot to talk about on the girls' side too, and we'll start with the 3A bracket. Girls, number 5, Seton LaSalle, 16-6. They're going to They're going to entertain number 12, Elwood City Lincoln. This game is going to be Friday night, February 14th, Valentine's Day for those that celebrate. That's 6 p.m. at Chartiers Valley. Neutral floor for this game, and Elwood City is 13-8.
It could be an obvious heartbreaker on Valentine's Day for the Lady Wolverines, or it could be a big triumph for them because, honestly, they have the players to advance and upset this 5 seed. They have Caitlin Kreitzer, who does a great job, Kayla Jones. They have a lot of contributors, Delaney Sturgeon. It just all depends on that team and who's going to actually contribute. If you have everybody scoring on this team, they are in a sure shot to advance.
Yeah, Kayla Jones went over 1,000 points recently. She's a sharpshooter for the Lady Wolverines. You're definitely going to have to watch her on the court because she'll spot up and put it right in the hole for 3 points for Elwood City.
And their defense is very strong. Once their defense gets rolling, it's nothing. You can't stop it, really. It's something else. And Chris Wise is implementing that from what he saw as an assistant coach with the boys team.
Yeah, and doing a really good job in his first year on the bench for the Lady Wolverines, taking over for Dina Noble.
Yep.
Okay, that is the 3A bracket. Just one local game for that one. 2A girls, we have Neshannock, number 1 seed. This is one of 2 number 1 seeds in girls basketball. Neshannock 20-2 overall. They will play the winner of the Apollo Ridge Bentworth game. That game is Thursday night, February 13th, 7 p.m. at Apollo Ridge. Neshannock will get the winner on Tuesday, February 18th. That game's 7 p.m. at Neshannock. Cody, they're going to have to get some scrimmages in because they don't want to sit around and wait too long.
I'm sure they will get some scrimmages, and I know Coach G will probably get that all lined up. They are one of my top picks to go to the championship right now, obviously. And when I talked to Coach G after, I believe, section action was done, she kind of mentioned, she goes, should we be the 1 seed? I think so. But should Aliquippa be on the other side of the bracket? Yeah. And that's what she got, and she might get her wish in a WPIAL championship rematch against that team.
There you go. WPIO must have been listening to her and took heart of it. Right below Neshannock in that bracket is the Laurel Girls, number 8 seed. They are 9-13 overall. Record-wise, not the greatest of record for Ricky LaRocco's team. However, they've been playing good basketball of late, and they come in with a 9-13 record. They host Beth Center, which is the number 9 seed, and they are 13-8. So we'll see how that one goes.
It's going to be a toss-up there. That one's a hard one to call. This is Ricky's first year as that coach, though, for Laurel, and he got to his goal of getting to that postseason. So they're on the right track as, coaching staff and goal-oriented-wise.
And who does Neshannock play if they get past the Apollo Ridge Bentworth winner? Well, I'm glad you asked, because they would play the winner of Laurel Beth Center. Wouldn't that be something in the second round?
Nothing like a Lawrence County matchup in playoffs. It's always good to bring out more of the crowds from Lawrence County there. And I'm sure that will happen if you got a Laurel Neshannock matchup there.
Yeah, just like softball season, only a little bit before softball season. All right, and 1A girls basketball, we have the Union Girls, 22-0, the lone undefeated school across Lawrence County basketball, boys or girls. They're the second number 1 seed for the WPIAL girls, Neshannock being the other one. Union 22-0. They play Thursday, February 20th at Union High School, hosting the winner of Springdale Bishop Canavan, and that game is Monday, February 17th.
Yeah, if they go up against Springdale, we've seen what they can do against Springdale. It'll be a cakewalk for Union. They're my second also pick for going to the WPIAL championship. Expect a 3-peat from the Lady Scotties.
Okay. Union has won 22 games this year. 4 of those wins have come by 9 points or less. So what does that mean? They're blowing teams out at a high rate. They're outscoring teams 57.4 to 27.8. So going into the postseason, are the Lady Scots as battle-tested as what some might say?
In my personal opinion, no. I don't think their section's strong enough to have them battle-tested. And the non-section games that they did play weren't really that big of a step up this season.
They beat Elwood City by 5 points, I believe 55-50. The Winchester-Thurston game was a very nice test, and they beat them 60 to 53, I think the final was. Kylie Frustorfer had 50 of the 60 points. And, we'll see. That was a very good test, and it was at a good time of the year going right into the playoffs as opposed to early in the season.
Yeah, some of the games that they did have for non-section were nice, but there's other ones like Laurel and stuff like that where they kind of just breezed through that, and you could have set up a tougher opponent, I feel like. No offense, Ricky.
When will business pick up for the Lady Scots? Semifinals, maybe championship game?
Honestly, in my opinion, it'll probably pick up at that championship game. If they got the 2 seed, that would be a really good test for them. And then it really, becomes battle testing once you hit the state playoffs, which I obviously foresee the Lady Scots doing.
Kind of like the Elwood boys, and they lost Joseph Roth to graduation. And did you see them in the playoffs? And how did you think that? Kind of similar to the Union girls. Kelly Cleaver graduates. How's the Union girls going to be? Do you figure that they're going to be a really good team? Who knows? Well, what did you think? Is Union going to be this good? Who knew?
Yeah. Kylie, obviously, no stranger to championships and winning them, but still other younger girls have been stepping up, like Olivia Benedict inside, and Maggie Joseph's hitting threes now, so they got other shooters too. They're trying to really rotate their bench and get the best possible use out of everybody because they don't, in fact, have a JV team. They have a small roster.
Yeah, I don't know that too many people would have had 22-0 on their bingo card, losing a talent like Kelly Cleaver, but that speaks to volumes to the girls that they do have left. Mia Pruz, Kylie Frustorfer, Maddie Settle, whomever might be playing, and they get a lot of different girls in the lineup every night since they're winning by 30, 40, 50 points regularly.
Yeah, like I said, don't be surprised if you see a three-peat for the Union girls this year.
All right, so we'll rehash. We'll start back in 3A, 2A, and 1A. You just touched on possible three-peat for the Union girls. Any other girls programs going to make a long run in the district playoffs, possibly as a champion?
Obviously, I mentioned the Shannock Lady Lancers. I believe, if you remember the last time they were in 2A, they were state champions. So they are no strangers to the 2A classification.
Yeah, and a lot of teams qualify for the state playoffs, which I don't know. It waters it down. It really does. When you lose, you should collect the basketballs and go to the next sport. You really should. But yeah, 7 teams in 2A advance, 6 teams in 3A advance, 6 teams in 1A advance. That, to me, that's a watered down product. It should be just like football, and I get it. I get why football does it, because you're a champion. It's a grueling sport, but you win, you go on, you lose, collect the uniforms and go on.
Yeah, well, the WPIAL calls the shots, not us.
Right, absolutely. Any other topics you want to talk about as we go into the playoffs? Any storylines that you're looking toward?
Obviously, I'd love to see Neshannock girls against Laurel County rivalry. The big one that I'm really interested in is the boys 6A, and seeing. I'm sure that Newcastle will advance in that first round, but going up against Amani Christian's really going to be the interesting game to watch.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how the Elwood City girls do with Kayla Jones and Caitlin Kreitzer has done well this year. They're a kind of a team that's hard to figure. Are they gonna are those girls gonna play well and they're gonna move on? I think that I give them more of a chance than on the surface and maybe a lot of other people do. Neshannock should do very well. Union certainly. Hey, those are our teams. That's what we have, and it's going to be a busy time for a lot of us, whether we're covering the games or fans going out to games and watching them. So it's going to be a busy time.
Yeah, I always call it my busy season for a reason. So there you go.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us here, everybody, on Tip Off. He's Cody W. Pattison, sports writer here at the Newcastle News. I'm Ron Poniewasz, sports editor here at the Newcastle News. We wish the very best of luck to our student athletes and coaches and fan bases as they get ready for an exciting journey along the trail of the WPIAL boys and girls class, 6A, 3A, 2A, 1A, all of them playoffs. That's right. Thank you for joining us, everybody.
We all know there's an advantage to being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for personal injury cases involving automobile accidents and workers' compensation claims for over 90 years. At LGKG, over 10,000 clients have trusted us to represent them. We know how to present your case to a Western Pennsylvania jury. We know what makes them tick. We know how to win.
Okay, I'm good when you're good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm good when you're good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm good when you're good.
Yeah, I'm ready.